All right, food lovers, I'm out here in Tillamook, Oregon, checking out a place called the Schooner Restaurant and Pub, right on the bay of Tillamook, on the Pacific Ocean, right up the scenic Pacific Trail. So come along with me, let's head on in and get in the mood to review some food. So we got two options for a dining area. We got the inside, which is kind of a pub, bar scene with lodge feel, warm fireplaces. And then they've got some fire pits outside too, in a glass enclosure overlooking the bay, which is really nice. So appetizers wise here, they're known for their Netarts Bay oysters. So we're gonna go ahead and try a half dozen shucked to order of the Netarts Bay oysters. That's what they're known for. Apparently that's the bay that we're overlooking. They're pulled out of here fresh daily. So let's try those. So our oysters on the half shell have just arrived, and we've got a half dozen here. A couple of different mixes, a little Japanese sauce, some spiced pickles, and kind of a lemon cucumber sauce there. So I'm gonna go ahead and give those a try. Here we go with our Netarts Bay oysters. Oh wow. Totally different flavor than on the East Coast. You can really taste the Pacific waters and the salt. Just wow, smooth, wonderful flavor. Full-bodied oyster. It's like taking a mouthful of the Pacific Ocean. It's really. So one is a house-made hot sauce. One is a spicy pickled sauce, and one is a nettle and lemon sauce. So all three sauces give it a little bit different feel, a little bit different flavor, but either way you really taste that ocean. Really, it's like taking a bite of the Pacific. I don't know any other way to describe it. Just wonderful. So the fresh fish menu was kind of limited. They had a tuna fish and chips as their selection of the day, and a Dungeness crab mac and cheese. Neither of those I really felt like were what I was looking for tonight as far as a fresh fish in the Pacific. And after the oysters, didn't know where I could go from there other than down. So I'm going to go ahead and give their fish and chips a shot, which are done with the rock fish and fresh fries. So our fish and chips showed up. Comes in a fish basket, two nice fillets of rockfish. A little small basket, but we're going to give this a shot and see how it goes. Not going to try any of the malt vinegar or tartar sauce on it first and let you know. So hot and steaming fresh rockfish, fish and chips. Here we go. So I don't know if it's just me staring out at the bay, but I feel like for fish and chips, with it not being a cod, you still get a little bit of that rockfish coming through. I'll go ahead and give their tartar sauce a little taste here. So one thing I really like in the white sauces, the ranches and stuff, is the dill. It's got a nice chunks of carrot, some cabbage, dill sauce. Refreshing, adds in a whole nother variety of flavors to the fish. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little malt vinegar on this bad boy and soak it up. So on our fish and chips, fish is done nicely, but The batter is a little raw in the center of the fish, and the ends are a little overcooked. So a little burnt on the ends of the batter, and then a little mushy in the middle. So probably just too heavy of a batter. And out on the edges, you've got kind of a crisp, dark brown flake, and in the center, you've got kind of a softer, doughier, almost to where the dough is flaking off on the fish. So I don't know if you can see that there. So we want to do a wrap-up review on the Schooner Restaurant, Bar and Lounge in Tillamook, Oregon. Like I shared with you guys, the oysters were amazing. More flavor and fuller flavor of ocean, just pure life, ocean water, ocean flavor than any oyster I've ever had before. So probably some of the best oysters in the area, that's for sure. It was recommended to me, and that person was definitely correct. As far as the fish and chips, I've had worse. It wasn't Long John Silver's, but it wasn't the best either. So when I go ahead and lay out this whole place, as far as the pricing goes, a little high priced, $17 for fish and chips, $16 for half a dozen oysters on the half shell. Price-wise, ambiance-wise, location difficult to get to. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with like 3 bobbers on this one. 3 out of 5 bobbers for this fishing hole, and I would move on. But if you're ever in the area and want to try some of these oysters, or you get to be in a restaurant anywhere around that has those oysters from Netarts Bay, Tillamook County, Oregon, definitely give them a shot. You won't be mistaken with those, and you won't be wrong. So the oysters really made the meal. Gotta say, I'm happy I tried them. Not a big oyster guy, but definitely cannot capture flavor like that from seasonings or man-made creations. So beautiful dish, and look forward to talking to you guys all again soon on the next time we're in the mood to review some food.